It's the holiday season, the holiday season. A whoop-dee-doo and a dickory-dock. What is up, film geeks? My name is Trevor and welcome to my channel. It's the most wonderful time of the year, people. Christmas in December is my favorite month of the entire year, and Christmas is my favorite day in the entire year. So I thought it was only right to share with you my top 10 favorite Christmas movies of all time with 1, 2, 3, 4 honorable mentions. Join me down below in the comment section. What are your favorite Christmas movies ever? And if this is your first video here, hit the thumbs up button for me, and also hit the subscribe button for me for more rankings, reviews, and reactions. All of that and much more coming this week. But right now we're talking Christmas movies, and this is my favorite. So a lot of these movies you're probably not going to agree with being on this list. That's okay. And I have not seen every Christmas movie there is. So movies like It's a Wonderful Life, hate to break it to you, but it won't make it on this list. But if you have any movies on your list that's not on mine, let me know down below in the comment section. Let me know what Christmas movies I need to watch. And with all that said, let's get into this list. Starting with 2 honorable mentions. First, we have Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I love it. I love it a lot. It's like the little puppet animation, claymation, or stop motion animation. I'm not exactly sure. I absolutely love it. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It's one of my favorite Christmas songs, and this is a movie I grew up watching, so I had to make the list. Then Frosty the Snowman. How do you not love Frosty the Snowman? I mean, I know I love Frosty the Snowman, so those are 2 of the 4 honorable mentions we have. We'll do 2 more later on in the video. But right now, let's start at number 10 with National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, the Oswald Family Christmas. I've watched this movie throughout my life. It was one of the big Christmas movies that my family always watched every year. Whenever we had a family come in from out of town, and this is a movie we always tossed on. This is one that's not even that funny nowadays when you go and watch it, but as a kid, I just loved that my family loved it, and that's why I loved it so much. I love this movie. I love the Oswald Family Christmas, and the dude getting electrocuted with the lights. It's all funny. It's all fun and games, and this movie is exactly that. It's a good family fun Christmas movie that, honestly, I can't wait to watch again this year. At number 9, we're going with a movie I just watched for the first time this year. One of my girlfriend's favorite Christmas movies ever, Miracle on 34th Street, the 1994 version. I fell in love with this Santa Claus. I fell in love with his story, and they have a good, compelling villain, a good, fun, lighthearted story with a very good and compelling courtroom scene about this man who believes in Santa Claus. I never thought I'd say those words out loud, but it's a movie that you just like to love, and you just gotta have fun with, and it's a very good Santa Claus performance in this movie. I have not seen the original, but I absolutely love the 1994 version. Moving on to number 8, another animated movie, Nightmare Before Christmas. I watched this movie in Halloween time, and I watched this movie in Christmas time. To me, it's more of a Christmas movie, but everyone's a little bit different on that. I absolutely love the character of Jack Skellington and Sally, but something about this movie, every time I watch it, I'm always kind of scared and spooked out, so maybe it is a Halloween time movie, but Nightmare Before Christmas is one I always watch every year, and while my girlfriend loves it a lot more than I do, I really do enjoy it. I always think to myself after I'm done watching, like, why do I like this so much? I never will find that answer out, but it's on my top 10 list because I watch it every year, and you know what? I guess I love it. Then we're going to number 7, Disney Plus's Noelle. This is the first thing I ever watched on Disney Plus, and people can hate on me all they want. I watch this movie every year since Disney Plus came out. I watched it twice last year and a couple times each year after that, and I have not watched it yet this year. I'm trying to get my girlfriend to sit down and watch it with me because it's a good Christmas movie. It's like a version of Elf, just a little bit different, a little bit funny, and Anna Kendrick just being the charming Anna Kendrick that she is. I absolutely love everything Noelle has to offer, and Bill Hader has to go and step up to be filled in his dad's shoes as Santa Claus. He doesn't want to do it. I cried the first time I watched the movie. It brought the emotion out of me. It brings the laughs. It brings the joy. While the CGI is honestly terrible, it's a really good, funny, cute story, and gave me so many vibes of Elf, of just an elf coming from the North Pole trying to fit in with society, and Anna Kendrick gills it, and I cried. I never thought I'd get emotional with a Christmas movie where there's like a really bad CGI animated reindeer, but I cried, and it got me emotional, and I absolutely love Noelle. If you haven't seen Noelle, it's on Disney Plus right now. Check it out. Moving on to number 6, we have How the Grinch Stole Christmas. All 3 Grinches, for that matter. The live-action Jim Carrey one, the Benedict Cumberbatch Illumination one, and then also the original short animated movie of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. So, you know, that's a bit cheating because that's technically like a trilogy on the 6th spot, but I don't care. That's what I like, and that's how I'm going to do it. I never thought I liked Jim Carrey's movie, but I always quote the movie, but watch what I want. Ooh, ah, That's what I'm not going. I love this movie. I quote this movie literally every day around this time of year, so I kind of think that maybe I actually do really enjoy it. But then the Grinch one, the Illumination Grinch, I think is great. When he's shooting the candy cane gun, putting the lights up and stuff. Dude, that is so clever. And then, of course, the animated short movie actually was always on like the NBC channel on Christmas Eve. My family, we always sat down and watched it. It was only 30 minutes. Brought my smile up to my face, and I love the Grinch movies. I love the Grinch, and Jim Carrey's Grinch. Apparently, I love it all too much. Before we get into the top 5, let me know how your list is comparing down below, and also let's hop into my last 2 honorable mentions. First, we have Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown, or Charlie Brown Christmas, whatever it's called. I love the Peanuts, and I love that. Then we have pure nostalgia here, Merry Christmas, Drake and Josh. You can't break a Christmas promise. I love everything about that movie. It makes me feel like a kid all over again, so those are my honorable mentions for this list. Let's hop into the top 5. At number 5, Deck the Halls. Whenever I'm installing my Christmas lights, I always think of this movie because Danny DeVito's house isn't on any maps, and he wants his house to be seen from space, so he lights it up crazy with Christmas lights. Then his neighbor, Ferris Bueller, I forget the actor's name, but they kind of have a competition of who can see their house from space and who can get their house the brightest with all the electricity. It's really dumb, but it's a movie that I watched in theaters on Christmas Day so many years ago, and I love everything about it now. It's one of those movies you watch as a kid where you know it's not very good, but as you grow up, you continue to watch it, continue to laugh, and continue to love it. I love Deck the Halls. Every time I recommend it to someone, no one really likes it, but it's pure nostalgia for me. It's in my top 5. I absolutely love it. Moving on to number 4, Vince Vaughn, Not Four Christmases, Fred Claus, where Fred Claus is the brother to Santa Claus, who is Paul Giamatti playing Santa Claus. Very good Santa Claus, if I might add. Fred Claus gets a little bit of financial trouble and needs his older brother, Santa Claus, to bail him out. Santa Claus said, you need to come up here to North Pole and earn your keep, while all of a sudden, the character that Kevin Spacey is playing is the whole, like, investigator trying to shut down North Pole because he was put on the naughty list as a kid. A very funny, lighthearted, honestly kind of silly movie, and Vince Vaughn is just playing Vince Vaughn, and I absolutely love that, and I love when people do that all the time. And when he comes up to the North Pole, he's actually making an impact on everyone's lives in the North Pole, whether that be positive or negative. He's making an impact, making his voice heard. By the end of the movie, you're smiling, you're cheesing, you're having fun. That's what I have when I watch Fred Claus. I have fun. Vince Vaughn makes me laugh. It's in my top 5 because I watch this movie every year, and I have probably like 7 years in a row. So Fred Claus, I absolutely love it. Next up, topping on top 3. This is lots of people's number 1, and I'm going to include 2 movies on this. Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. So the 2 Home Alone movies, we're not going to talk about the other ones, but I watched both these movies for the first time last year, and to watch those movies for the first time, then to be on my top 5 and my top 3, that's pretty crazy, because I just watched these movies last year, literally for the first time. I've only seen each of these once, 1 and 1, so for it to be the top 3 is saying something pretty crazy. So I absolutely fell in love with the first Home Alone. Now, I don't love Lost in New York as much. Feels kind of like a repeat of the first. I did have lots of fun with it, but the first Home Alone specifically is one of the most creative, funny, awesome movies ever that I wish I watched soon. I wish I watched as a kid, because Macaulay Culkin, that seems like the kid that you want to be. If you get left home alone and burglars come, you're going to set traps. It's going to be fun. And this movie's hilarious. I watched it with my girlfriend's family, and this is like their Christmas movie that I always watch every year, and they were just laughing, having so much fun, and that's what made me love it that much more. When you watch a movie with people who love that movie, you are bound to love that movie. That's exactly what happened. We did a double feature on this last year. I can't wait to do it again this year, because Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2 are absolutely fantastic. Breaking into number 2, we have 3 movies on this list. The Santa Claus trilogy. I absolutely love Tim Allen as Santa Claus. He is my favorite Santa Claus, and these movies are just so fun. I watched the trilogy back in November, and I just keep forgetting how much I love these movies. I always liked the first one. I love the second one. And the third one, well, I don't remember loving it all that much. I fell in love with it this time around when I watched it this year. I invented chill. These movies are funny, and I love the second one because I love a good love story, and I need to watch more Christmas love stories because I love love, and I love Christmas, 2 of my favorite things in the world. But these 3 movies are just so fun to watch, and I want to watch them again. They're easy to watch. My girlfriend and I watched them back in November. Had so much fun with it, and the Santa Claus trilogy holds a near and dear place in my heart because the first Santa Claus was the first movie I ever owned on physical media, which was a DVD back in like 2005. I got it for Christmas in a Secret Santa thing giveaway where you could, or a White Elephant, where you could trade gifts. Everyone wanted a little Pac-Man video game. I wanted the movie. That's saying something here. So I absolutely love the trilogy of Santa Claus. There's only room for one. Number 1, it's Elf. How can it not be Elf? And I know everyone's like, Home Alone or Elf? My opinion, nothing will ever come close to Elf. I've watched it twice already this year, and I plan on watching it 3 or 4 more times. I'm not lying to you. I love everything about this movie. What's a Christmas gram? I want one. He's an angry elf. My girlfriend and I always say to each other whenever we're upset or we're in a bad mood, it sounds like someone needs to sing a Christmas carol. Miles Finch is the smallest role, is played by Peter Dinklage, but You feeling strong, my friend? Call me Elf one more time. I love everything this movie has to offer. I love the comedy. I love the heart. I love the emotion it can even bring out at times. You better watch out. You better not cry. It makes me feel so good, and it makes me realize why I love Christmas so much, because the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. The score just gives me chills through my body, and Jon Favreau is one of my favorite directors, and he did a dang good job making my favorite Christmas movie of all time. This is in my top 10 of all time. I absolutely love Elf, so it comes in at my number 1. Let me know down below in the comment section, what are your top 10 favorite Christmas movies? Let me know that all down below there. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for me. Lots more reactions, rankings, and reviews coming up this week. I'm excited for all of it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.